morning, YouTubers. Please excuse the quality of the audio. I am heading to work, and I just decided to do a video while I'm heading into work. Now, this video was called, as you can see by the thumbnail, the excitement for the Nintendo Switch 2. Yes, I am excited. Can't believe it's a week, 2 weeks from now. Can't wait to get my hands on it, test the system out, test the Joy-Cons out. Those Joy-Cons look so premium. Fits my big man hands. I'm going to be replaying Tears of the Kingdom. And I want to check out that Cyberpunk game. I'm not really a big fan of Cyberpunk, but man, it looks pretty good on the Nintendo Switch. And speaking of Cyberpunk, the internet is going wild right now, especially the Steam Deck fans, the Sony fans, also Steam Deck fans. Can't believe how good this game is running. And I said to myself in one of my old videos, actually in the comment section, I was telling somebody in the comment section that, hey, I would love to see a patch come out for Cyberpunk on Nintendo Switch in 4K. And Lord behold, Blunty, this YouTuber by the name of Blunty, showed a video of the Nintendo Switch 2 running Cyberpunk in 4K. Wow, that is amazing. Am I surprised? No. I always thought this was possible. The Nintendo Switch 2 is more powerful than the last gen consoles. And it's a 4K system. I don't know why people do not want to acknowledge that. So of course it's possible of running probably mostly any game in 4K if developers chose to go that route. But the internet is in a blaze, man, and all that this game is running in 4K on the Nintendo Switch. Now you have the haters, and there's always going to be haters. Oh, well, you know, Red Crimson, it's upscaled 4K. Yo, these guys do not want to give Nintendo their flowers. Listen, since the PS4 Pro days, Xbox One X days, games have been upscaled. On Xbox One X, games were upscaled to 4K. I didn't hear anybody complain. Even PS5 and Series X games are still upscaled to 4K. Upscaling is not a new technique. It seems like it's okay for Sony and Microsoft to upscale their games, but with Nintendo, it's an issue. And that's a situation I don't want to get into. I do not want to argue about because it's pointless. I'm just going to enjoy my Switch 2 when I get it. Just enjoy video games, period. I don't see why they hate, because these same people that are hating are the same people that's going to go out and buy the damn system. And that's just what it is. So I don't have time to argue with anybody, but I am not surprised that the game is running in 4K on the Nintendo Switch 2. The Nintendo Switch 2 is new hardware using modern tech. This console is very powerful. With the tech that Nintendo has in there, their secret sauce, their own DLSS upscaling technique that not even computers can do right now. Digital Foundry, as well as some other people, have tried to downscale their computer, their PC, to match the Switch 2 specs with terrible results and failing results. Because they said, well, you know, the Switch 2 can't do this in 4K, can't do 60 FPS, but Nintendo's pulling it off on the Switch 2 because they have a secret sauce. It's a custom chip. They can do a lot more. Plus, the games are tailor-made for the Nintendo Switch to run in whatever resolution developers and Nintendo themselves want the game to run in. Nintendo has their own secret sauce underneath the hood. So basically, low-key, this system is very powerful. Developers have came out and said, yo, this system is very powerful. The only flaw I see with the Switch 2 is, and it's not really necessarily a flaw because Nintendo had 8 years to figure this out, and they figured that 12 gigs of RAM would be enough for what they wanted to accomplish. I just wish they would have put like 16 gigs of RAM at least in there, but they didn't. But they're still pulling off all these neat tricks. So the Switch 2 was in development for a very long time. So Nintendo, even with the 12 gigs of RAM, the CPU and GPU that they're using, they know what they could pull off and what they couldn't pull off. I'm pretty sure if they couldn't pull off a game as powerful or as big as Cyberpunk 22, is that what it's called? Excuse me, guys, let me backtrack a little bit. If Nintendo knew they couldn't pull off a game as big as Cyberpunk, why do I keep saying 2022? Cyberpunk, they would have went back to the drawing board. They would have upped their RAM, or they would have pretty much just upped the hardware. So Nintendo knows what they have. They've been doing extensive research and development for years now. They know the Switch 2 hardware. They know what it's capable of. On paper, it may seem weak, but in practice, man, this thing is really powerful. The patent DLSS that Nintendo have is really kicking butt. It's really doing the heavy lifting, as well as NVIDIA's own DLSS. But anyway, guys, yeah, Cyberpunk has been looking a lot better every time they show it. They release new footage. Game is running in 4K. The game looks basically almost on par with the PS5. The difference is negligible. You really can't tell the difference. Yeah, so that's about it, guys. Oh, that's right. Also, too, Red Dead Redemption 2 has been confirmed for the Nintendo Switch. Yes, sirree. So, happy times, happy days. So, alright, guys, if you're new to my channel, you already know to like and subscribe. And any questions and comments you want to make, you already know where the comment section is. You guys have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video.